Hi.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Azul.
And we're doing our very first podcast. And this podcast is going to be about knitting and all things fiber arts. It's going to be about my fine arts. It's going to be about a little bit of art education because I'm actually an art teacher as well. So we're going to throw in some art education kind of geared towards K through 5. And then we are going to talk about, I also hand dye. So basically, it's kind of this huge, broad area, but we're going to always start off talking about knitting. And my name on Ravelry, which I can't say that word. Can you say Ravelry?
Ravelry.
Yeah, we have problems with this. But my name on Ravelry is, I can't say it, but you know what I'm talking about, is Little Critters. And Azra, you don't have a name on Ravelry.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, Ashby. I have my own blog. If you checked it out,
He does have his own blog.
I know. One person I don't know has posted comment on my blog, and thank you, whoever you are.
It's fun getting comments, isn't it?
And
I watch a lot of podcasts, and he just asked me who's the name of the girl I watch. So
that one girl.
Is it the Andre Sunitz?
Yeah, Andre Sunitz.
I love Andre.
I just want to say, let me say. We like watching your podcast.
You like watching knitting podcasts, Ezra? Do you really? Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I like your podcast. So just saying, your podcast is really good.
Well, yeah, we love it. We love watching podcasts. And so I thought it would be really fantastic, since I am a yarn dyer also, and a fine artist, and an art educator. I thought it would be nice to kind of start a podcast where we can talk about these things, and then either start like building a community or just getting the word out on what we're doing, and see what happens. And I think it's good for us too, right?
Yep, and it's my birthday today.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday.
So,
that's how old he is.
8. And so, this is a birthday present for my Earthbox.
Oh, yeah. He has a crayon. Is that nice? We'll put it back later. Alright, so we're going to start talking about some of the things that I have knitted. And I actually just finished up this shawl. It's really beautiful. Do you think it's beautiful? So usually what happens is when Ezra and I go, we go to places all the time. So like wherever we go.
We're going to ice cream today.
Yeah, we are.
But, no, just to say, wherever we go,
what do I always bring?
You always bring your knitting.
Mm-hmm. So he goes and plays, and I get to knit. So it works.
Sometimes you don't bring your knitting, though. Like if we're going something like for family dinners or whatever.
That's true. That's true. All right, so this is a shawl that I just finished from Stephen West, and I love the colors. The colors are absolutely fantastic. The colors I don't think translate very well on the camera. This is like a really, really electric blue. And then this is kind of washed out, but it's like this beautiful like greens and blues and purples. And then this is 3 Irish Girls. I know that one. 3 Irish Girls, Madame Tosh, and then the other one I forgot the sticker too. Stephen West is pretty awesome. I love doing his patterns. I like the way he thinks. I like the colors he uses. I love the way that he just kind of puts things together. The way he puts things together. It's pretty cool. So that's the first knitted object that I am finished with. The second thing that I'm done with, and I'm horrible about tying in the ends. Oh, yeah. And I forgot to block it. Well, I didn't forget. I just haven't done it yet. So I need to block it, and I also need to tie in my ends. And I'm horrible about tying in my ends. And I'm kind of worried about blocking it because we live in a small place.
Yeah.
And we have cats.
This bathroom, the cat's right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this bathroom, you see that? That's part of our house. Like, only one room that's like half.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
But anyway,
over there.
So I want to block it so that it can be bigger because right now it's kind of small. But it's nice. I like it. And I can't wait to see it blocked because I think it will stretch it out more, be bigger.
And here's the shawl that she's going to do right now for me, I think, or for her. This is the pattern.
So this is the one I was practicing on. That shawl. But we'll come to that in a second, right, Bud?
Yep.
Alright, so these are some socks that I did. And I did these socks on my hand-dyed yarn. So we have, it's basically, I wouldn't say I came up with my own pattern, but it's basically vanilla socks, but then I just switched colors. So every time I switched colors, I heard from Gigi on the Knitmore Girls, when she would switch colors, she would do a knit one, purl one. So that's what I did right here. And so again, this is on yarn that I dyed. And if you are an experienced knitter, you would know how I made my mistake. Because if you look in the heel, I just wanted the heel to be purple. Woo, there we go. But this part, woo, became purple. This camera's hard. Anyways, this part became, so it became purple way too much. There we go. Ta-da! Where am I? Oh, right here. This part became too long. I just wanted the heel purple.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I did it on this side too. These are my Valentine's Day socks. Again, I have to block them, maybe. But I definitely have to tie in my ends. So,
again.
Yeah.
And Juicy Knits, we love your podcast.
Okay, please stop. Alright, so there is that. So I'm also working on, I did Vivid Yarn. I did a month of their Yarn of the Month Club. Vivid Yarn is not yet. Vivid Yarn is a, she does hand-dyed yarns. And so I'm just knitting a vanilla sock. And I'm using, I heard on Mustache Yarn, Ann Dodd? Ann Bud. She gave an interview. And so I went on to Craftsy, and because I was sick of my heels turning out with holes. So I took a Craftsy class from Ann Bud, and I did a better heel. So anyways, so this is just a vanilla sock, and I'm actually kind of bored with it. I don't know if this is a color that I would actually purchase, but it's beautiful. And her yarns are absolutely stunning. But, so yeah, I gotta finish those up.
If you
stop. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I decided that I wanted to crochet. So I'm going to crochet a shawl that was designed by Recroations. And I might be saying that wrong because I'm good at saying things wrong. But I'd like to show you the shawl pattern that I decided. I wanted to do, what was it called? It was called Black Trillium Fibers. Did a sunlight glass pattern, and Knitmore Girls was advertising it, and I really like it, and I want to do it. In fact, I just looked at it online and it sold out. And so anyways, so that one's on my list to do, but since it's summer here and it's hot, isn't it hot as? It's hot, yeah. So I thought I'd do this pattern here. And so this pattern I think is really, really beautiful. And Black Trillium Fibers, see if it comes in focus, has a gradient yarn that this pattern was made for. So what I did was, it was so hard to pick out colors because I really, oh my gosh, it's not coming in focus. But you can kind of get the gist of it. It's definitely a crochet pattern. Yeah. Anyways, we'll work on that. But, so Black Trillium has like these packets, not packets, but like bunches of yarns that are gradient. So I couldn't decide because all these colors are so beautiful, but for some reason, even though I'm really into bright colors, this time I was actually into grays. So
grays.
Yeah, so I got grays, really, which was kind of boring to buy, but it's what I wanted. So, but it will be beautiful. So the crocheting was kind of interesting because I was a little worried when I bought the pattern. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? Because I'm not like an amazing crocheter. You know how to crochet? So what I did was I got some cheap bless you, and I started crocheting, just practicing so I could get it right. But I was really worried. It took me forever to do this. I actually had to get...
She had to do it like 15 times. One time she showed me how, like this, she's doing the fourth part, like right here. She showed me how on that pattern I just showed you over there. Mm-hmm. She that's the pattern she used. She had to. It was hard to read that.
It was hard, and I went to Craftsy class. I took a crochet. You get to do like a basic shawl. I forget which class it is, but it was like $14.99. And so I got the craftsy class, and I kept practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And so then once I practiced that a while, I started getting like V-stitches and fan stitches and all that kind of stuff. And so I was able to refer to the pattern that I bought from Recreations, which is the Sunset Shop by Recreations. And you can get it on Interweave. It's really pretty. So I can't wait till my yarn comes in, so I'm practicing so that when my yarn comes in, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So that is all basically what I'm working on. I'm kind of in between. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'll show you some yarn that I have dyed, and Ezra might be helping me dye some yarn at some point too. So here is some yarn that I just dyed, and I forgot to get the bases, so I don't know what bases it's on. So this is like blue sky or stormy sky. It's like blues, purples, grays. Trying to get it in there so you can see it. I do have an Etsy shop. None of my yarn is up on my Etsy shop yet, but it will be. Can you get your spinning? This is like this beautiful November. My Etsy shop is A Good Yarn. I'm sorry, it's not A Good Yarn. What am I talking about? That's our yarn store here. My yarn company is Once Upon a Time Yarns. So this is like this beautiful rust orange color. Let's see, and then I have, hold on a second, maybe get to that in a second. Wait. Then I have this just Christmas green. And then I have this kind of rusty mixed color. So I was doing cuddle dyes at first. And now, like for this blue one here, it has some blues and purples and lavenders and grays. I've decided to start doing hand dyeing. This one came out great. It's just a brilliant blue. And then I have the ones that you saw on my soft yarn. This is bright pink, which is brighter in person, and this bright red-ish orange. It's kind of like fire. And that's that one. And I did this purpley one too.
Also there's, from the Transgone, we got this thing from an artist.
Oh, that's right!
Yeah, we got this thing.
Shut?
Yeah, if you do have long, it's really, really nice. She was at the Transgone and she gave it to us. It was only like gone. And it's so cool how she does it.
Do you mind if I hold it and show it up close?
Can I show it?
Sure. There we go. Yeah, we were at the Children's Garden, and this artist was selling her artwork, and a part of the proceeds would go to the Children's Garden as well.
Yeah, and the Transgone, if you haven't heard of it, it's in downtown Sarasota. It's a place where children can go and play.
And mommies can sit in it.
Yep. And so, not always. Sometimes there's birthday parties.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's a beautiful place. Very artistic.
And fact, we live in Venice.
That's all right. It's not that far. All right. So I also like to spin. So I have been spinning some yarn. I've been spinning some wool. I have nothing really to show right now spinning. But Ezra, come back here. Come back here. Show them your needle. Show them your spindle.
Yeah, this is my spindle.
Oh, and when did you get this?
I got this right now.
Yeah, for his birthday. So here, hold it. And he got some wool.
I also want to show you some too.
Some blue and green wool.
I also want to show you one of my artwork that I've done too.
Yeah.
If I may show you.
Sure. We're ready to move on. So he's going to learn how to spin as well, which is kind of cool. All right. So let's see your artwork, Ez.
Let me get it.
So this is our first blog. So I would normally right now be going into some of my artwork that I've been working on. If you like having blah 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 blah. So I have some artwork that I'm working on, or I have been working on. It's in progress. I usually do. I'm trying to decide if I should show it or not because it's like at the very, very beginnings. But what I usually do is I use black ink first, and then I go in with Sharpie. So here is just kind of like a gist of some of the artwork that I've done, or that I'm currently working on. So you can't really see the whole thing because of the camera, but you can see I do my black ink first, and now I'm slowly starting to add some color. So I can kind of show you that when I'm finished.
Now this, my mom and you did, my mom and me did this was a comment I think we made.
Yeah.
And here, I'll show you. It goes like really far because of this.
Can I
This
see it?
we dyed it, and so it will go on.
You
So
throw it up in the
go
air.
like this.
So what it is it's can you go get it so I can show
Yeah.
everybody? This is great. So for art education spots, I can show you some of the things that I've made because it's summer. So I can start working on the art education spot a little bit, which will kind of help me for the fall. This is something that I've done for like birthday presents. You felt a ball, and then you sew on some hand-dyed silk, and so when you throw it up in the air, it's like a comet. So it would go like that in the air. It's really pretty.
Oh, and by the way, this is the thing she showed me. This is part of it.
All right, so hold on a second. So one more thing we're going to do for art education is when we were at the park the other day, we came upon this stick. I came upon this stick. And I know that you can use it for weaving. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to lace it up, and then I'm going to give it to him, and he can either use nature or yarn or ribbon, and he's going to start weaving this. It's kind of a Waldorf thing if you're into a Waldorf education, but I'm sure you can see it on Pinterest if you type in weaving sticks. And I apologize, I'm getting used to my camera. This is the first time I've done it, so I keep like shifting over, and I look like a talking head. Another thing I'm going to be doing, Ezra, this summer is I found a big leaf on the ground, and so what we're going to be doing, I think, is we're going to probably be using this side to paint on. And then I think that is basically it. Happy birthday, Ezra. I hope you had a wonderful birthday.
No, there is somebody that has the same birthday. Last year, my old school.
Oh yeah, there's probably lots of people.
I had a teacher that has the same birthday as me. So
Happy birthday, teacher.
happy birthday! I love you so much.
Anyways, thank you for listening to our strange, new, different.
Wait! I want to talk about nature.
See how it goes kind of podcast.
I want to talk about nature before.
Ezra's very into nature. What would you like to say?
I like to say, as you can see on my podcast, well, not my podcast, my
Your blog. No, go ahead and speak.
Okay,
He wants it to be longer, but I think because this is our first vlog, we kind of have to see if we could even load this video up. We have to see, I think we need to review it and just kind of check it over to see like how it's going, how it's flowing, and see what else we want to kind of
I love nature, and as you saw on my thing, you could see that I said nature's our life. It is.
It is our life.
We need trees, or we're gonna die.
Yeah. So what can we do to help nature? What can we do to help nature?
Well, what you can do is on the edge you saw.
You know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
No. In the mornings, we've been going to the beach because it's summer. I'm a teacher, so every morning we've been going to the beach, or about every other morning. And so I thought we should start putting on gloves and getting bags and walking along the beach and picking up trash off the beach.
Yeah, and by the way,
that would be a good thing.
We're gonna start being. You should plant gardens too.
Gardens.
We're gonna see if we can. I don't know who I have to stop. Let me see.
I will eventually be listing yarn for sale on my Etsy shop.
Or jumbo shop processing.
Oh yeah,
really good. Maybe we might put some seeds so you can plant them and we'll ship them. Now.
Oh, some seeds.
Now, wait a second. The shop update. the shop update will be
next week.
Next week.
Or 2 weeks. Whenever Mommy gets her act together.
Yeah.
Because I gotta take photos and all that kind of stuff. It's laborious.